Hey there, and welcome. Today, we're going to dive into something pretty fascinating. This idea that your thoughts can literally, physically shape your brain to either attract wealth or, well, push it away. It's this incredible mix of ancient wisdom and cutting-edge neuroscience. So let's just get right into it.
So let me start with a big question for you. Is your mindset secretly repelling wealth? I mean, just think about that for a second. The possibility that some kind of invisible mental habit could be working against your biggest goals, and you might not even know it.
Now, you might have heard this concept called a poverty spirit, but let's be super clear about what we mean here. We're not talking about some kind of external curse or anything like that. It's really just a term for a very real scarcity mindset. You know, a deep-seated psychological block that keeps your focus glued on what you're missing, on lack, and on all the limitations.
Okay, so what does this actually look like in practice? To really get a handle on it, I want to use this powerful historical analogy that I call the desert habit. It just perfectly shows how this whole scarcity thing operates.
So think about the story of the Israelites in the desert. They've just been freed from slavery, right? And they're literally walking toward this promised land of abundance. But what do? They complain, they focus on the heat, the sand, saying things like, if only we had died back in Egypt. They could only see the lack right in front of them, not the incredible promise they were moving toward. That right there is the scarcity mindset in action.
So here's the absolute heart of it. A scarcity mindset, which is just fueled by complaint, is always focused on what's wrong, what's missing, and all the problems. But the abundance mindset is totally different. It's driven by a vision, so it focuses on what's possible, what's available. It sees opportunities even when it's standing in the middle of a desert. And here is where things get really cool. This isn't just some old story or a philosophical idea. It's actually backed up by hard science. So let's take a look at how your brain physically gets rewired by these thoughts and, explore the science of why we get so stuck in these patterns.
The key scientific word here is neuroplasticity. And all that really means is that your brain has this incredible ability to reorganize itself, to form brand new connections. And this doesn't just happen when you're a kid, it happens your entire life. Bottom line, your brain is not set in stone. It's more like clay. And this brings us to a truth that is just so powerful. Your thoughts physically change your brain. Every single thought you have strengthens a pathway up there. Just imagine you're trying to make a path through a grassy field. The first time you walk it, it's tough. But the more you walk that exact same path, the clearer and easier it becomes to follow. Your thoughts work the exact same way.
So let's see how this plays out in real life. When you complain over and over, you're strengthening the problem-seeing pathways in your brain. And the result? You literally get better and more efficient at finding problems everywhere you look. But on the flip side, when you consciously practice gratitude, you strengthen the opportunity-seeing pathways. And you guessed it, you get better at finding opportunities. You are physically training your brain for one reality or the other.
So if we can accidentally wire our brains for scarcity, that means we can also intentionally rewire them for abundance. And that right there is the cure. You can think of it as a kind of mindset alchemy, transforming the lead of scarcity into the pure gold of opportunity.
This whole idea is captured so perfectly in this ancient piece of wisdom: be transformed by the renewing of your mind. That isn't just some nice spiritual thought. It's a precise description of neuroplasticity. You transform your actual life by actively renewing or rewiring your mind. So, how do we actually do this? Well, it's a really simple 3-step process you can start today. First, you have to notice. You've got to become aware of your thoughts and just catch yourself the moment a complaint or a scarcity thought pops up. Second, you reframe. Immediately swap that thought for one of gratitude. It can be for something tiny, like the cup of coffee in your hand. And third, you focus. Hold a clear, sharp vision of what you truly want to create in your life.
So ultimately, this whole thing really just boils down to a daily choice. Every thought you allow to take up space in your head is a vote for the kind of brain you're building. The choice and the power to make it is all yours. This pretty much sums it all up, right? A tale of two brains. On one side, you've got the scarcity brain. It's been rewired for finding problems, it sees lack everywhere, and its neural pathways get dimmer. But on the other side, you have the abundance brain. It's rewired for opportunities, it sees potential all around, and its pathways are strong and, glowing. You are the architect of one of these two brains.
So, I'll leave you with this to think about. With every single thought you choose, which brain are you building today? The choice and all the power that comes with it is entirely yours.